Hey, back, new day, last game of the month, I guess. I tried to get Petra right. Mission time.
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain, thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students. Damn it. I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. Oh, there's never any damn time. But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there.
Breastvelgian Whisker. Bladed Rex. Let's see. This good. I think this is good. Let's see. Map. What kind of terrain is on here? Natural terrain. Oh, so this is how you change. Oh, I can't. I was wondering, God damn. I can't change Silas. Is everyone replenished? And I think we're good. Replenish this.
Come back.
Alright.
There really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody help me!
Stupid beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
Lay down. Yes. No. Yes, buddy. Do you wanna lay? No, you're not allowed there. So there's one student over there, one student over there. So there's only 3 students?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Stay focused.
Put me in there.
I will get the victory. Aye,
I will prevail.
that's my cue.
Oh, it turned to a student.
These were actually students. How can this be?
Thank you! But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
As you wish. Battle.
beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
What is she doing here? Man, why does she suck so bad?
Now.
Anna really sucks. Maybe I'm using the wrong weapon for her. Maybe I should give her an axe. I'm killing all these guys too quickly.
I'm so scared. I'll find a way to repay you. I promise.
Makes sense.
Ah! You missed. Oh no, it's on fire. You're not gonna move, dude? I don't have... Oh, I do. Talk. I can talk?
really think you can keep going? Thinking about what happened at Ramire Village, it's clear you've gotten the hang of being a leader. Maybe you should have taken command of me too.
Admiration.
Sorry. That was a close one.
You saved me. Thank you.
And that was it. Could have done that last night.
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Ramire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
Oh shit!
You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, dog?
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So this is where your father lived. Hmm? Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate. Control yourself. Though Gerald's death was at the hands of wicked ones, a fate is still a fate. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary? Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Ah. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry, but a baby that doesn't cry isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are. To think that that Gerald would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him. He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest. Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Gerald was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend. It was a long while back. At the time, Gerald was a soldier of the kingdom. He was injured in battle, and I saved him just as he was about to perish. That was our first meeting. After that, he became a knight of Seiros. He gave his all in service of the church. He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garreg-Mach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning. Your mother, she was my...
I'm sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seiros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seiros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Oh, so that's what renown is for. I was wondering what it was.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say. My teacher, you're so blinded by grief that you can't see what's going on right in front of you. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on? It does. You've lost yourself. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Remire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here, with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My. She really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying. Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
Tea party. She likes sweets.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. How relaxing. Yes. No.
Damn it.
Hmm? No.
Damn it. Look at this. I don't know her very well.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
Ugh. Yep. Lay down. Yes! She did it!
I have success!
Da 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 da. Everyone's on a horse. So once they level 30, they can become masters. Okay. Though I need to be over here. Lance B and Raiden B. Okay.
Hubert, my boy, it's rather rare for the two of us to see one another with no one else around, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it is.
I was good friends with your father, you know. Perhaps this is fate, eh? Of course, when I left the Empire, I broke off my friendship with him. And, well, everyone else.
You were right to sever ties with such a miserable piece of filth.
Sharp words, Hubert. Contemptible though your father may be, he is still your father.
Don't overcomplicate it. I will not forgive him. Ever. Contemptible is just the right word for the wretch. Do you truly know what kind of man my father is?
I assume you're talking about the insurrection of the Seven. At the time, I was already at Garrick Mach. I know nothing more than hearsay. That said, I found it hard to believe that Lord Vestra would challenge the Emperor like that.
Yet that's exactly what he did. Since the dawn of the Adrestian Empire, House Vestra has served House Hresvelg as the Emperor's right hand. My father spat on a legacy of loyalty and devotion that had lasted 1100 years. He conspired with the ministers to usurp power from the Emperor and Lady Edelgard.
In your father's defense, the Emperor was attempting to take power from the Seven Houses. The Emperor's reform was an attempt to concentrate power in the hands of the throne. The nobles put a stop to that. Emperor Ionius lost the ensuing power struggle.
Now it is the nobles' turn to suffer defeat. Lady Edelgard will be Emperor.
You hope she can cease this never-ending conflict? That's quite a goal, Hubert. Time to relax.
Professor Hanneman, do you have a moment to talk?
Of course, Miss Dorothea. Whatever is on your mind.
I heard you were once a member of the nobility, and you surrendered your title to come here.
Indeed, I was a noble once. Why are you so curious about that?
I knew there was something noble about your speech and your perfect manners. You're always impeccably dressed, too, and you have a certain pride about you. What interests me is that you threw it all away. Why?
I threw nothing away, child. In fact, by stepping away from its trappings, in my heart I feel closer than ever to the true meaning of nobility.
How so?
Consider this. At its inception, the concept of nobility assumed that the greatest among the populace would rise to power. In my mind, I believe that means those who value knowledge, those who strive for more and wish to protect and guide their fellow man. However, in practice, nobility often serves to keep those deemed commoners down, segregated from those who, by chance, were born to a noble family. That is one of the reasons I decided to leave that nonsense behind and dedicate myself to the study of crests. Though I have abandoned my position, in my mind it was to pursue what I consider to be a truly noble pursuit, that of knowledge.
I see. Well, you're definitely a noble in that sense of the word. To pursue such admirable ideas without regard for your social position. How wonderful.
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just very moved by your words.
Ah, well, I'm quite pleased to hear you say so.
Oh, this.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Stuff right here. Owl feather. Bernadetta's room is open. She's not in her room? What's going on?
Hey there.
And where is everybody?
Hello there.
Ignatz is the only one over here.
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Gerald? He was so strong. You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best. Ah, Professor. I'd like to learn more about you.
La.
Professor. It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Ooh.
Hello there.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe. Oh, thanks. Oh. Wow. Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald.
Strength and lance. Ugh. Oh. Lightly purple veil. Manuela.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor, Thank you very much. Is this for me? Hi, Professor. Did you need something? I've actually got plans, so let's talk some other time.
Lion. Ugh. Ooh. I will stop there.
Hello there.
This way, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Stocking up on gifts. Oh, Anna's not here.
Hello.
Hello there. Welcome.
There's really nothing new
Come back
still.
soon. Oh no.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Hey. I heard Gerald passed away. My deepest condolences. I knew him long before I ever even met you. He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
Oh, what does Anna? Anna. Oh, she's not on here.
Right, right.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have time for a request?
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out. Um, 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 um.
I feel like something here is new.
Professor?
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... there you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use. I'll gladly take that. Well,
A moment, please.
I don't know what that is, but maybe it'll be useful. Another Master Steel. I don't know
Okay.
how many of those I'll need.
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again.
It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless. Alright. 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 Uh-huh.
It seems most of... Isn't that... Thanks so much. Thanks so... 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 Thanks so...
What do you like, dude?
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Oh my!
Do you have anything? Nope. Okay. Daydreams about the goddess.
Professor, it seems like you're holding up okay, but I'm worried about Leone. She really loved Gerald. I hope she can bounce back.
Oh.
I'll say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, it's another Hilda item.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor? I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
This is not belonging to me.
Oh. Huh, okay. I guess none of these.
This is giving me great joy. You have my Professor, please let me.
All I said, you are someone.
I am.
No, look.
Professor.
You are someone close to us has turned up dead. So one.
I am.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as well. As you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately if I learn anything relevant. Interesting.
What?
I appreciate it. Thank you for that.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried. Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better. Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick. Did you find this?
Wait, what? I thought the lovely comb belonged to her. Oh, it belongs to Dorothea. Book, fruit, how to... I don't know.
Thank you. I'm so... Oh, we were thinking... Oh, I'm already having...
Ah, of course.
I'm so... Oh, we were thinking...
Did a net lose?
I'm so glad... Oh, we were thinking... I'm so... Oh, we were thinking...
Where's Claude? Oh. How did I miss Claude?
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. It was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
Where's Claude? Oh.
Teach. I haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be feeling. But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving. I always find that oddly comforting.
Professor.
Wait. Did I did come, okay. Okay.
I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen. Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm actually very...
La.
Professor. I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child. How did you know I lost this? Thank you, Professor.
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Professor?
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell in the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger. What's this? 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 What's this?
Okay, I thought one of these were yours. No? Okay, I guess none. What about Raphael? Maybe it's yours. No.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Oh, I thought that was Shamir.
Right.
Professor. Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Gerald is happy in the next world.
We'll use hatchet. No.
Need something?
Oh, holy crap, I have a ton.
This one? You're all set. 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 This one?
See if I can get to the experience on all three of them.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're this one? You're all set. This one? You're all this one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
This one? You're all 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 set.
I got that one maxed out.
This one? You're all this one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Yes. You will. Oh, I have a bunch of cutscenes I need to go to. Where is Ash? Did I just walk right by him? I did.
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
Cutscene time. So bad.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why You're worse than I thought!
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it. Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry. Believe whatever you want, but I'm honestly not sure if I can ever love again. Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town. Why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Wow, I just hit support rank C with him.
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train? Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring. And I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary. I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Golden fighting as a mercenary. On top of that, you wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength. I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught. Why should I? Nothing's as important as the pursuit of strength. But that's enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
Professor! What?
Professor. Professor, I understand that you were looking to speak with me. Perhaps you would like some insight on how to write your next lecture? While I do have a great many ideas, it would be inappropriate to... Oh, am I mistaken? If that's the case, then what can I do for you? The ladies have complained? To you? About me? Preposterous. There must be some mistake. I am the heir of the noble House Gloucester. It is bred in me to treat all people with respect. Rest assured, you will not find anyone more upstanding than yours truly. Perhaps the issue is that the splendor of my noble presence is driving the ladies to distraction. If that is the crime, I do confess. I hope I've not troubled the ladies' hearts unduly. Outrageous! That's absurd! Who would dare to allege such slander? Of all the... Well, I suppose I have offered several of them the honor of dining with me. It is impossible to tell if even the most well-bred young lady is a suitable companion for me, merely by the sight of her. So, in order for us to get to know each other properly, it is appropriate that we dine together. Thus far, they have all declined, oddly enough. For some reason, they seem to be exercising some form of restraint when speaking with me. I would never insist, of course. But I will admit I have, on occasion, after a day's pause, issued repeat invitations, in the fashion and style of a gentleman. What? Ridiculous! Dinner invitations from me, a problem? The very idea. I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I've a wit like a rapier, and it takes but a glance to see that I'm gorgeous. No, I cannot believe such a thing. Are you sure this isn't the result of some sort of scheme? It cannot be otherwise. Someone has clearly devised a conspiracy against me. Someone who envies my position, who seeks to soil my sterling reputation with foul rumors. How crude. Please, Professor, it is beneath you to fall victim to such petty and obscene tactics. I implore you to take greater care in the future. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do. Farewell.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald... I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, Please do not let your guard down, even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
That's,
Really? Professor, you have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay? Oh, that is mine!
I've never been much for condolences. How about a little logic instead? The knights have spread out around Garreg Mach in search of Geralt's murderers. Thus, the monastery's fighting strength is, for the moment at least, depleted. Perhaps that was the enemy's real objective. We should be prepared for further confrontation.
Nope, nothing for him. Oh. Damn it. There's the last of my gifts. Can I go in here yet? No.
Hey, you.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person. You've lost Manuela. We can't. You're a.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Geralt. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure? I wonder who they... No, that's...
Oh, what is hers? Light purple bell and wellness herbs.
Wherever... Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can. Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation. Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand. I still have much to learn. First Tomas, it was as if thinking how they managed.
Let's see what this set us.
Yes, this is...
Where's Shamir?
I knew it. He was...
Practice yields results.
Okay, so who do these go to? Pegasus Horseshoes. Ingrid. She's over here.
I'm just losing that sad.
Yes.
Oh. Bag of seeds. Marianne. Wait, don't I have first scarf? Two.
I'm sorry.
Marianne's all the way down here, right?
Dear goddess. I'll see. There's nothing. Yes.
Handmade hair clip. That's Hilda's, right? Yep. Nose with Gilbert. Where's Gilbert? Introduction, Eloise. We've seen him too. Weathered Cloak. Catherine. She's not here. Toothless. Or Toothed. Felix.
There is no one here who I do not. If there is.
Professor? It seems that most. Isn't that a. It seems most of. Isn't that a bit. It seems that most of. Isn't that a bit much?
That's mine.
Letter to the goddess. Goodness. Saw him over here somewhere.
Professor, I'm scared. Oh!
Animal Bone Shamir. I don't know where she is either. And Fatal Guard. She's in the dining hall.
Professor, see the as you all informed. Alasa, how did you know?
Balance. Scale. Oh, that belongs to Anna. Anna's over here. Yes, I thought she was over here. Oh, she's over here?
Unbelievable. I heard he was. Thanks for fun.
Okay, now I can go snoop. Snoop around. Hey, it's Sophus.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
That's it. So where are some of the knights? They're gone. Who else? That's Hubert to get his motivation up.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
Nice.
I enjoy baking sweets, but I'm not sure how I'll do cooking other types of food. I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
Got 6. So get Petra and Lansing up.
I'm close.
What's her force? Her force is at C. And that's good enough, yeah.
Your guide.
And then... Oof. Get your lamps up. Everyone's gonna have to get their lamps up.
Your... He's on.
I'm
who else needs their lamps? Lindart.
Oh. How embarrassing. Oh.
2 more. Let's get Doris Diaz this up.
I've grasped it. You're quite the...
I guess this one. I got 1 left. Go with Bernadetta. Ooh, she knows pass.
Thanks for... I got it. I'd never have learned this back in my...
Okay, so those are fine. Those are fine. Those are fine. Those are no. Let's change this to Gordon Lance. let's change this to Lance and Reason. I think. No. Lance and Writing. So, yeah. You, that is fine. Dorothea, that is fine. Oh, Bernadetta, Dorothea. You can probably go with Ford and Ace. Petra. That is fine. Playing into these guys, I just don't touch. Oh, you have an A rank on your sword? Okay, so... who is the lowest? Those guys. Okay.
May I ask? Okay, that is a possibility.
Professor.
That's what I have, Lance and Writing.
It seems I am discovered. I suppose that means assassination is out of the question. At least for now. Unusually watchful, difficult to steal upon in slumber. Perhaps an odorless, tasteless poison. Lady Edelgard certainly took interest in a difficult one this time. I suppose that question does warrant a response, considering it may mean your life. The answer requires me to explain some of the complex internal politics of the Empire. Are you familiar with Volkard von Arundel? He is Lady Edelgard's uncle. You may also know him as Lord Arundel, the Empire's regent. Many years ago, he took Her Majesty and fled to the Kingdom of Fargus. Then after a time, he returned to seize power. Joining forces with Prime Minister Eyre and my father, Lord Arundel rendered Emperor Ionius IX politically impotent. Lady Edelgard is Ionius IX's daughter. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of her sadness at his betrayal. I see something of Lord Arundel in you. When I look at you, I feel I can almost see a second self lurking beneath the surface. It is as if you are in constant dialogue with something inside your heart. Something with desires very different from your own. Does that description feel familiar to you at all? Because to me, you seem unpredictable. As though you could turn traitor at any moment. The more I learn about you, the less I like you. I had thought you might be of use to Lady Edelgard, but now I am beginning to think you may, through no fault of your own, present too great a risk. I hope you will prove me wrong, Professor. I would hate for this to come to bloodshed.
Together, Yes. Our results...
Nice.
Let's put this to the test.
I work to grow. I suppose it's working.
I get it. They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will they?
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
I still have much to learn.
I am grateful.
Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that's cool. I can be Swordmaster and Assassin. What am I lacking in for land speed and riding the... I wish I can see what my things are. Oh, here you go. Oh, I've got a long way to go for Lance. Oh, Bernadetta can get something. She could become a paladin. Aw, damn it.
Knew you weren't up to it, Bird.
Um...
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Welcome.
Everyone good? Yep, everyone's good. Oh, let's see. Can I hire new people? Okay, so there's Blaze again, Blaze again.
Is that the one?
I like this Blaze.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. 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 Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
I want one for Petra. Do I have a blaze in here? I do have a blaze. Ferdinand, do you have blaze? Yeah, that one.
Is that the one? Come back.
There's nothing over here. They're all over here. Is that it?
That's my cue.
Not.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
As you wish.
I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
Stay focused.
Put me in there.
Oh, Edelgard was only level 23. Cream of the crop.
My thank you so much. I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
I am grateful.
Okay, that's fine. It's the same map. It is the same map. Should have reorganized my layout.
That's my cue.
Battle. Put me in there.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
Well done.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Greatness.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
Oh, he's 28 now.
I'm.
That was nothing.
just keep going after my battalion leveling up there.
I'm impressed.
Ice.
Crit. Wait, what? Oh, there's a beast over there. I was like, what am I doing now? Oh, god damn it. I have to go in. Oh my god. Oh, you're moving. Son of a bitch. Oh, what? Really? This is different? Oh my god. Difficult terrain.
Will come. The no.
All right.
Thank you so much. I have gratitude. Thanks so much. I am grateful.
Hubert, you need, yeah, you need some land still. Because you're not using the lance. Casper. Sure, let's get you some lance.
Thanks for your... As long as...
Never. In light? I am quite. I appreciate. Never. I am big.
3 more points.
You could make it. Ooh. 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 Aha.
Blah, 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 blah. What are your goals?
Just no matter.
Horizontal.
Cool.
How long will this take?
I'm a quick study.
You've done me a great service.
Appreciate it.
Who had it again? Bernadetta. That's right. Alright, come on. Twinkle? Damn it. Failed me. Guess I will explore. There are no quests.
Professor.
Hey! I heard I knew he was all...
Everyone is here.
You will. You're a.
The glory.
Right, I wonder...
Excuse me, Professor. I know. I forgive. Just know.
First, both it was as if thinking how they met.
Well...
Oh. Oh, really?
Need something?
Oh, I'm short.
See you again soon.
Professor.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
I enjoy... I see. Cooking is much more
Oh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I got trigger happy. Blah blah blah. Just Manuela.
What now? Let's... Okay.
Professor. A pleasure to see you. I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you, too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you? Really? So if I couldn't find anybody else, you'd marry me? Oh, don't worry. I can tell by the look on your face you didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men profess their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality? A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Are you saying I'm perfect as I am? Come now, you'll make me blush.
Hey!
Yay, lots of C rank people.
I won't forget all I learned.
Enlightening. I'm getting it.
Hope this is good for something.
Aha! I'm...
Oh, come on, Bernie. Come on, Bernie. Come on, Bernie. No, Bernie.
As long as it makes me stronger.
Professor, I know where the enemy is. Where Solon is. They're in a place called the Sealed Forest, close to the monastery. The Archbishop is gathering the knights to begin a search. She's doing so in secret, behind our backs. She must be afraid that a thirst for revenge will compel you to seek them out. Now that you know, will you give us the order?
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Geralt would be unbearable.
Lady Rhea, our professor is not acting out of revenge. Sending us out there is the most strategic move we can make. You can't deny it. Most of the knights are still far away. Not only does our professor wield a hero's relic, but there is no one here who is more powerful. Seteth and the few remaining knights can't leave the monastery unattended. We have fought under our teacher's command countless times. We are the most effective army here, and we are already prepared for battle. We have no idea what the enemy is plotting. We must act now.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy? Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
Let's go, my teacher. Whatever happens, do not lose your conviction out there.
Let's try this again. Come on, 42%. Yes! You go, girl. can she equip that? I don't have enough gold. Okay, let's go.
We are now within the sealed forest. We must not let our guard down.
Professor, we'll avenge Gerald for you, no matter what.
Remember, it is a bad idea to get distracted by revenge.
I have readiness. Our enemies will be taking... we will take our enemies down.
Well, it's not like we have any other missions this month. I suppose this is as good a way as any to spend our energy.
Lindhart spending energy? We better finish this fast before the pigs start flying everywhere.
Lower your voice. The enemy could be close. It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
Professor, I know I'm the one who insisted we come here, but don't doubt for a moment that the enemy is waiting for you.
Lady Edelgard, what are you saying?
What other objective could they possibly have? We have no clue what kind of trap is waiting for us. Please be careful, my teacher. We can't afford to lose you.
The enemy is strong, but you will prevail. You must.
Demon there. Monica. Demon there. Yeah, I'll just keep it like that.
Look there! Demonic beasts! I suppose they aren't holding back.
Welcome to the Forest of Death. My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me.
Oh.
This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you. I will prevail.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Aye, aye.
Put me in there.
Oh no.
As you wish.
That's my cue. If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you.
As for me, I intend to kill you all.
I'm here to help.
Nice. Really? Ooh, a hammer? I better miss. Oh, come on. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. God damn it. here.
You require aid?
A playpen.
I can't wait to challenge you.
Magic staff.
Appreciate it. You're a fool to be so brazen. You'll never avenge your father at this rate. I'll have to kill you too, with my own hands.
Watch and learn.
Caution is needed.
Go Bernie. Killing blow.
Whoa. But how? How could I really lose to a lowly creature like you?
Well.
Solon, don't just stand there and stare. I need your help.
Yes, you most certainly do.
Huh?
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it. The time is finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
That could only have been magic. What happened to our professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
You're lying! Our professor is alive, I know it!
That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
It is hard to fathom that our professor would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
You're already boasting a victory, but know this. If you did use such devious tricks to stop our professor, I swear that you will regret it.
I cannot help but agree with her this once. Even if our professor is trapped in darkness, that is not the end of their story.
I will not forgive such arrogance. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense. Apologizing won't make things right! This darkness is terrifying! As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? How very brave of you to joke at times like these. There is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sothis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sothis, she who died and then returned. There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own, and so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear. When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it. So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound. Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart is there in my own. Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Itself.
Oh shit. Another battle?
Professor, it is you, right? I knew that you would always come back to us. I'd like to ask about your appearance, but for now, let's dispose of our enemies.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Oh jeez. Sublime Creator Sword? Oh, jeez.
I'm not.
They say
Watch and learn.
Oh, what?
Thanks for helping.
I'm getting.
I could go.
Um...
Wow, amazing.
Our power is yours. I think. It's...
Nice.
Keep up the momentum.
I am terrified by you.
Better be.
Even though an emotion like fear has no place inside me, that means you must be eliminated. To think that I would lose to mere beasts.
Crit.
I feel my strength building.
But this is not the end. Tullus will carry out our mission somehow.
It's over. Now, Professor, about your appearance.
MVP.
That hair. And those eyes. You remind me of someone. What happened to you? The goddess. I see. Well, I'm happy for you. Your weapon is called the Sword of the Creator, after all. It's no wonder she looks favorably upon you. Just as it was with Saint Saros, no doubt. And just how will you use this new power, Professor? For us. I see. Tell me, if the world, and your students included, were to divide and go to war with each other, what would you do? In that scenario, each side would represent both the world and your students. Who would you? Professor, have you fallen asleep? This must be a side effect of your recent changes. I can't just leave you here. I could try carrying you, but no, I had better call for Hubert.
Professor, you must remain still. Everything is all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away. How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever. I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen, that you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you. Your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the Sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sylphis, which bathes Fodlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my... Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep just a while longer. I will be watching over you. Always, always and forever.
Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, our throat is more treacherous than ever.
I have green hair now, my little dude. He has green hair.
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation.
She's just watching.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seros, I will be by your side as well. The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Hilda! Tea party.
Wow, thanks for inviting me. Whoa, you got my favorite tea. Oh, wow, thanks. So delish. Huh? You don't say much, so you're easy to talk to.
Aww.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
I hope you'll join.
Thanks.
The Enlightened One class.
A new path to tread.
How many advanced skills do I have? One.
seems to be coming from the training area. What could it be?
You have met your match, Rust. Ah, so stubborn.
Good day to you, Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flame, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food. But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad? Things of that nature? Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. When you are in the thick of it, you devote all your focus and energy to the fight. There is no time to feel peckish.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flame. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Setheline. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Setheline's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Setheline's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Setheline, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Setheline is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Setheline.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Setheline. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
Okay, this is it for tonight. Hopefully I can reach the time skip before Pokemon releases tomorrow night. We'll see. Peace.